Welcome to the podcast. This is the Voice Box podcast with MALAWI Betty Lechenalo King Henry Mellon. I'd like you to be a part of this one. So yes, do click the subscription button as well as the bell, just so when we drop and upload anything on this YouTube channel, you get the notification first. Or also you can check it through my Facebook page, that's King Henry Mellon, as well as my Instagram, King Henry Mellon, KINGHENRYMALAN. There you go, you have it, you found me. You can also check me out on my Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, in this season we are looking at the Women's Month. So in this month we will be talking to various ladies that will be coming through to this podcast to have a chat. Of course, some part of this podcast will be airing on Capital FM, a radio station that I work with in Blantyre. So do catch some part of it in the Daybreak Malawi program that happens from 7 o'clock going all the way till 8, as well as inside my Traffic Jam show that comes every Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday from 4 o'clock till 7 p.m. on Capital FM. This is the Voice Box podcast with Lechenalo King Henry Mellon, MALAWI Betty. This is where we will be able to voice out whatever we've kept blocked for so long and for some time, so maybe we need to let it out. This is our podcast. Let's come and make that noise. Subscribe, yo, subscribe. In our previous episode, this is how our conversation went.
My name is Clara Gampeni, Catholic University student representing Makazi Foundation on Women in Science.
My name is Kate Bendame. I'm a fourth-year student at the Catholic University of Malawi, and I am a Yali alumni as well as a U-grade alumni, and I'm volunteering with the Makazi Foundation. I'm also here to talk about women when it comes to economic empowerment.
I am Christine Mandarasi. I am a biomedical engineer by profession, but I'm currently working as a biomedical researcher at Malawi Level Welcome Program.
Hi, my name is Angel Malunga. I'm the project manager at an organization called Sycamore Consult, where we do training and consultancies. I'm here with you today to speak on economic freedom, on the aspect of investing and how women can use investing as an avenue for financial freedom.
Hi everyone, I'm Tokozani Mafupia. I am the Deputy Executive Director for Lydia Action. We're a local NGO based in Zomba. I'm here to represent women, to emphasize the need for protection of women, especially in terms of the inequality that comes with pay, the gender pay gap issue. We need to understand that women are fundamentally disadvantaged right from birth. The issue of gender pay gap is not just about money, but it's more about the reasons behind that. Women take up more responsibilities, not just a paid work, but also unpaid work.
In order for women to be truly economically free, it stems from the issue of money. So being financially free. So how do you become financially free? You invest in yourself, and you invest in things that are going to produce money for you.
Firstly, growing up, I'd always wanted to be a doctor. Studying biomedical engineering, I felt this deep sense of obligation toward people around me. I felt like there was something that I could do to help create better outcomes for people who, they're suffering from diseases like TB, especially infectious diseases, noting that that's one of the diseases that are actually, infectious diseases are actually, one of the major killers in Africa and sub-Saharan, and other African countries like Malawi and sub-Saharan countries in general.
Basically, Women in Science just highlights the importance of recognizing and promoting the role of women in science and working towards gender equity in the scientific community. As we're currently talking about sustainable development and sustainable development agendas, we look at harnessing everyone's talent, and this includes placing women in these fields, these specific fields, like women in science, women in agriculture, women in technology, women in mathematics,
I recently bought my first car in, let me just say it arrived in December of last year. But I actually own 7 vehicles that I use to make me money. People actually paid for my car. I didn't pay for it. I bought 7 cars and let other people do the work for it.
I believe ladies are diverse thinkers. We just don't wake up today and just have one thing that we think we can do. Because already looking at how the community had to put their roles or different perspectives towards women, it's already like we belong to the triple roles, which is the reproductive role, and at the same time the community work. But then when you look at the community community work, you notice that most women do not have access and control to most resources.
My ladies, my girlies, a man is not a financial plan, okay? A man is not a financial plan. You need to have your own money.
Yes.
You have to make your own sources of income. If you're going to have a man who is powerful and influential and gives you money, let that just be a bonus to what you already have. Don't make that the main thing, because what that does is that it restricts you. You're never going to be 100% financially independent or 100% financially free. And what you having your own money does is it gives you the freedom to be with who you actually want to be with, not who you have to be with. Because without them, you are nothing. Please, that's my last point. Make sure that above all, a man is not your solution. You are your own solution, because at the end of the day, you only have yourself. You never know what can happen in this life. So make sure the only thing you can be guaranteed is you and how you are going to back yourself. So please make sure that in everything that you do, you make sure that you are 100% financially independent and only rely on yourself.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we meet another group of ladies who we will be talking to King Henry Mellon, Lekhonolo, Mwanawa Auntie Betty. Let's hear from the ladies what they had to say when we had a good chat when we met up this time. So I'm back. My name, Lekhonolo King Henry Mellon, Mwanawa Auntie Betty, taking you through this Voice Box podcast. But this program is definitely going to air on Capital FM in the daybreak, and of course in the traffic jam. Today I also have another lady who I'll be talking to when it comes to education of the girls. We are dealing with the ladies this month, and it's going to be a lady month. Of course, I'm going to be talking about the ladies with some guys as well, but I would love to hear from you guys. Before we get into the conversation, I want my people to know who I am talking to right now.
Yeah, well, my name is Conceptor Bamusi. I'm the regional manager for Tiveta in the South, and apparently I am an engineer by profession. So talking about the girls' education means a lot to me, considering that I am managing the technical part where we don't find most of the girls. I would really love to talk about the STEM part, because this is where we are looking at science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Yes.
As it is right now, if we look at where we want to go as a nation, which has been guided by the Agenda 2063, the pillars that are there, they really need somebody who has STEM to manage those pillars.
Yeah.
For instance, if we look at the agriculture productivity, if somebody has to be managing or running an agricultural firm for its productivity, that person needs to understand science.
Yeah.
Science enables somebody to understand the constituency, the ingredients that gets into the farm.
Yeah.
And when we go further and talk about the mechanization part, right now as a nation, we are bringing different equipments into the country through the Minister of Agriculture.
Yes.
But the question that we should be asking ourselves is, do we have people that are going to maintain those machines? I will tell you that we don't have.
Okay.
And particularly when I'm looking at the girl child. I want to go further and also talk about the technology element of that mechanization.
Yeah.
Because without getting to bring together the different technologies, the different designs, understanding the science behind every machine, then the technological element is also gone.
Yeah.
I will go further and talk about the engineering component.
Yeah.
The machines, they are engineering.
Yeah.
The tools, they are engineering.
Yeah.
If we really want productivity, I'm sure we shouldn't go into the field with a hoe. We don't need a hoe anymore.
Yeah.
We need machinery. We need mechanization.
Yeah.
And this is where we are saying we need both our boys and girls to be coming to the party.
Yeah.
Then if I look at the mathematics part, I'm trying to explain the STEM first.
Yeah.
The mathematics part, when we look at engineering, science and maths are the hub of engineering. And even if we want to go back into the field itself, there are measures, standards that needs to be understood by anybody who should enhance the productivity of agriculture.
Yeah.
So, why I'm bringing this specifically with the girl child, I'll go back to the TVET sector currently.
Yeah.
You know, we have been grappling with the representation of girls in our hard skill trades. When I talk hard skill, I'm talking about the automobile mechanics, I'm talking about the bricklaying, the carpentry, all those kind of trades.
Yeah.
We have been having low enrollment of girls in those trades.
Yeah.
Of course, I would say this year in particular, because of the efforts that
to bring the girls in,
into the party, we have managed to bring in. I think it was the percentage. It was more than 70% for the girls, if I'm not mistaken, that we enrolled this particular year, which is a very big achievement.
What trick did you use this time to get the girls in?
What we did is we went for a campaign.
Okay.
We went around the country campaigning, but at the same time, we have Skills for a Vibrant Economy project that is supporting the girls, supporting them with almost everything. They are going to college almost free.
Okay.
And what we have also done is we have also taken girls that have got weak STEMs, weak science, weak technology, weak maths.
Yeah.
Why did we do that? Because if you look into the database, you definitely find that the girls are weak and you will not find them numbers that you want.
Yeah.
So what we did now with the colleges is that we have programs where these girls are going to be mentored. Outside the actual training that they're doing, let's say is in automobile mechanics, there are lecturers that are going to take these girls from the basics of mathematics, the basics of science that are related to automobile mechanics, that are related to building, that are related to carpentry, all those areas that they are covering. So we are doing that because we want, it's one thing to enroll the 70% I'm talking about,
and
but
it's another thing
it's
to graduate.
another thing for them to graduate, which is the reason why we are saying we need to give them support while they are in college. Why we need the girls? I'm one person who also supports boys and a lot. I support boys a lot. But when we are talking about this day, we are talking about the Women's Day. And when we are talking about the girl child is still disadvantaged in the sense that the numbers that we want, we don't have them yet because of where we are coming from. So at this point in time, this is the time where we really need to give whatever it takes for the girl to come to the party. When the girl has come to the party, I think you know the values of a woman.
Yeah.
If a woman is into something, the way it goes, it's different from the way a man can go. That's why we say educate a woman, you educate the whole nation. There's this other touch that we were given by God, which makes us different.
Yes.
So if we have a lot of girls, females in our industry, girls, females in our designing labs, girls, females in our where they are mixing, even in food production. We need them to understand science in order to bring the food that we want on the table. So girls have got a different touch. We need the girls to the party at the moment. The boys are there, but they also need to be together with the girls. The issue is not being too fussy about the girls, but the issue is about let's bring them together. Let's bring them in equal numbers. So for me, when I look at the issue of STEM with the girls, starting from primary school, secondary school,
the basic points where it's supposed to start from.
Exactly. What we are looking at, we need to prepare these guys. Actually, I should be finishing my PhD next week.
Great.
One thing that came up in my study is quite clear where I was looking at the integration of TVET in the secondary school education in Mangochi. So what came out loudly and very interestingly is people in Mangochi, there is no significant difference between how they rate whatever structure or even the curriculum. They are not rating it like curriculum, because I'm a man, I rate it this way, because I'm a female, I rate it this way. They have a similar understanding.
Okay.
When they say they want this curriculum, they want TVET, all of them want TVET, which I think is a very good thing. And as a nation,
all over the country, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And as a nation, if we are understanding issues that way, then we are able to take our girl child as far as she can go. And when we have taken the girl child as far as she can go, definitely she's going to catch up with the boy. Yeah. And when these two are together, this is where we are going back and start looking at what is our Agenda 2063 talking about. Our Agenda 2063 is talking about industrialization. It's talking about productivity. Yeah. How do we bring industrialization? We want that girl. We want that boy who should be sitting in, like the way you are sitting in here, playing around with this technology. We want our girls to be sitting in and playing around with that same technology.
That's true.
Yeah. Otherwise, this day is our day. I'm calling upon all the girls, all the women, to reflect on our importance as women. Reflect on what God gave us, which is unique from what men have. And let's utilize those unique components for the betterment of our men, for the betterment of our boys, and for the betterment of our nation. And globally, this world will be a place to be.
All right, great conversation. I'm pretty sure that the ladies out there who are listening right now, they've grasped a lot and basically loved everything that you've said. I know that they've learned. I personally have also learned something that maybe I was lacking in learning about the ladies' side altogether, especially when we talk about education and technology in that term. Now, before you go, let's just remind whoever is listening, wherever they could be listening, who your name is and exactly what you do as well.
Yeah, my name is Conceptor Bamusi. Like I said, I'm the regional manager for TVETA here in the South. Fortunately for me, I have managed the whole country. Okay. Because I've managed the northern region for 6 years. I've managed the central region for 2 years. Now I'm managing the southern region, which gives me a bigger perspective of how women interact, how girls interact, and how men come on board. Otherwise, when the chances are given to females,
yes,
they can do very well. I have lots of examples of females that were on a zero level. When we brought into the skills arena, they are doing a great job. So we have the potential. Bring us to the party.
You heard it yourself. So do apply for this. I'm pretty sure they have to apply for all of this, yeah? It just doesn't happen automatically. Like, oh, there's Naomi there. Let's just go pick her up.
Yeah, they have to apply. But when we look at the informal sector program that the TVET Authority is offering, where a lot of people have done so well, it's a question of just dropping into our office at any time. It's different from the applications that needs to be done for students to go into technical colleges where we send our forms for application around August, and then they get into college in January. But for informal sector, one thing about the TVET sector is it's not about whether I have been to school, I have MSCE, I have JC, I have the most important qualification for one to get skills is the want to. That's the qualification. If you want to have skills, and it has nothing to do with even yourself.
Yes.
You are working, but you may decide to doing it together with what you are doing.
What I do, yeah.
The best thing we can do for ourselves as a nation is to make sure everybody is skilled. Yeah. If anybody is doing something, we are going to get it right. But right now, when we are graduating Form 4s that have got just the academic education, they don't have anything to use in their hands, we are not doing well. Let's give everybody a skill. Let's have everybody get the zeal they want to get a skill. The nation will be different.
All right, great. It was great talking to you. I hope to see you again and have a chat with you again, especially when it comes to giving the nation any skill that we can, just so we can better the nation.
Yes.
Looking forward to the next chat we have. Sharing goodbye with you and to the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, that was it about it. Let's meet again on the next one.